Good morning. Welcome back to Morning Qigong with the Levy Tai Chi School. And of course, myself, your host, Lao Shi Paul Nettles. It is Monday, March 22nd, and the date has actually slipped my mind, but happy first anniversary to you and to me and to the Levy Tai Chi School. This is the first anniversary of our COVID broadcasts. The pandemic began, I think, probably about a year and maybe 2 weeks ago or a week ago, and I began the broadcast as a way to help me and whoever I reached cope with the new reality of the COVID pandemic and the lockdowns and the quarantines and the mask wearing, and by bringing a little mindfulness to people's lives. And I don't know how you have been affected by the broadcast. I know there's still a small but regular group of people that watch it, not necessarily live, which is fine. I mean, someone's out there still watching it and it's still doing some good. So I'm proud of that, and I'm humbled by that I've done something that people find worthwhile and find some benefit in, even a year in. And if you've been with me since the beginning, which I don't know if anybody has, but if you have been, happy anniversary. It's been a long, strange year. As I said earlier, I don't know what kind of changes it has wrought in your life, if any, but I can say this: I have undergone to me, a rather profound change, or a surprising change, or I should say changes. Not just practicing, but teaching the practice daily has, of course, changed my appreciation of the form, has deepened my understanding of the form, and has really wrought some serious changes in me. Before last year, my practice was erratic. I wasn't very good at being daily at it. I would catch as catch can, which with me, unfortunately, and as busy as I can get, was probably few and far between. So, holding my feet in the fire, as it was, that gentle discipline of coming here daily for you and for me, has ensured that I have, in the past 365 days, probably played the form, let's say, 350 times. I know we've had some days off, and we've had some days where I just couldn't make it, but for the most part, we've done it the entire year together. And I have felt mentally a profound change, a very serious change, a good change. I have been more focused, I have been more thoughtful, I have been more present, and not constantly. I have bad days. This last week I couldn't tell you what day it was. But I have felt better mentally. I have felt more stable mentally. I have felt more focused and more present, and that's been quite a thing. And my mindfulness practice, as you probably know, I mentioned it before, has bled into my eating habits, which at the beginning of COVID, the pandemic and the lockdown, were not very good to begin with. Being quarantined and then laid off from work for the past year, my eating habits, which were already bad, went to the dogs. They really crashed badly. And I think about 3 months in, I weighed 251 pounds, which is the heaviest I've ever been in my life. And I was very uncomfortable with both my self-esteem, my physical health was being damaged. My knees hurt, my feet hurt, my back hurt. I couldn't sleep well because my back was bothering me. And just applying the same mindfulness practice to my eating habits, or just to myself to monitor my eating habits, changed how I ate and let me apply that same gentle, compassionate discipline to my eating habits. And I am proud to report this morning I climbed on the scales just to check, and I was at 199. I have lost 52 pounds, lost the weight of a good-sized child, and I feel better. I wear smaller clothing, which is a surprising thing. I don't hurt like I used to. I still ache, sure, I'm 53, I've got aches, but my back doesn't hurt like it used to from being pulled out of alignment. I can sleep more comfortably. I can wear jeans that I wore back in college. All the trite things you hear from people who've lost weight. And it feels nice. It feels good to be healthier. It feels good not to hurt constantly. It feels good for my feet not to ache because I've walked on them all day because I've weighed extra. I'm still heavy, certainly. I'll always be. I'm a big dude. I'll always be heavy, but I feel like I've added maybe a few more miles onto my odometer, that I can get a little further. My potential odometer, my potentiometer. I feel better. And it's just mindfulness. It's all it was. It wasn't some strange fad diet. I wasn't eating just fish and dog food. I was eating very specific things I've always eaten. The same, maybe not the best stuff in the world, but making an effort to eat a little better and eat more carefully and think about what I was eating and slow down and not eat so much because I was bored or whatever. It's just mindfulness. That's all it was. There's no magic trick to it. There's no secret. There's no stomach stapling. I mean, it took, 9 months to lose this weight. It didn't just fall off by any stretch. But it was just mindfulness that sprang from this practice. And that's why I sometimes get a little frustrated with people who don't see it. I want to shake them and say, don't you understand? There's this wonderful thing here, and I'm giving it to you. You haven't got to buy it. You haven't got to get it on a DVD set. You just got to show up, and I'll give it to you, and you'll benefit from it. And they don't want it. They don't see it yet. And I've got to remind myself, again, with patience and compassion and gentle discipline, of the old saying, and again, it's one of those tropes. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. I think it's because the teacher was always there. The teachers, not just me, all the teachers, all the lessons are always there. We're just not ready for them yet. And we have to be in the right mental place to be ready for them. So if you've been with me all this time, if you've been with me part of the time, if you've understood that it's time to be a student and you have benefited from it, I am thankful. I am profoundly grateful to you for that. It means a lot. I am glad that you have been along with me, that you have found some benefit, that you continue to benefit from it. So, that's a lot of rambling. My apologies. I had a lot on my mind this morning. I am turned a little different. I want you to see the lovely azalea behind me. My mom planted those a long time ago. Those are her favorite. So I figured with spring being here again, it was time to put an azalea in the picture and give you a pretty background for at least a morning. The lighting is terrible over here. I'm under the shade of the house, but I figured I'd share it this morning with you for a little bit. All right, I've rambled more than enough. Let's go ahead and begin the form, shall we? A little close for filming. Let's see. Let's try this. There we go. sweeping the heavens. Breathe out. Owl gazes backward. draw a bow. Breathe out. Stars fall to earth. Breathe in. Lion wags tail. Breathe out. Marry heavens and earth. Breathe in. Quan Ti sits on his throne. Breathe in. And stamp the earth. Just as easy as that. Simple, effective, free. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your dog, tell your cat. It's easy as that. Simple, and it works. It works. Alright, I've taken up plenty of your time. I will see you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Take this energy you've cultivated this morning with the Bhagwan Gene. Do something good with it. Until I see you again, stay safe, be well.